Here we go. That was kind of a botched kickoff, but I think it all worked itself out. All right, 1-0 for FBI. Quick start. Does anyone, and obviously I can look at Wikipedia, but I'm not going to take the time to do so now. Does anybody know FBI's age off the top of their head? Is he fairly young? And same for Rezears. FBI's 19. Really? Okay. I think Rezears is similar. I think he's 17 or 18 as well, maybe 19. Quick back and forth. He's 18. Okay, thank you. Wow, that's awesome. Man, you know, there's all this discussion about young players and their ability. You know, like there's been a narrative around the Rocket League esports space. Basically, like once you hit 18, you're washed. And I think we're very quickly seeing that change. There are quite a few relatively newer players, and that are 17, 18, 19, and a lot of the players that are still performing very well are 18 to 21. I think a lot of it was just the fact that Rocket League was a newer game, and the younger people have more time to invest in it, which just kind of results in the age skewing pretty young. And then another thing that I talk about a lot regarding the age discussion, I think as the incentive to pursue pro play increases, which basically all I'm saying there is as you can earn more money, then players will pursue pro play for a longer period of time. Does that make sense? I think one of the big problems with players, choosing to no longer pursue pro play is because, well, you turn 18, 19, 20, and you start facing, some of the adulthood challenges, bills and family and everything like that. And if you weren't able to make a decent wage from it, it's not a very attractive career pursuit. So I think as esports continues to establish itself and you have a better opportunity to pursue, a decent wage as a professional player, or, we're getting to a point now where it's a pretty good wage. It's not just decent. It's like if you're a top player, you're getting paid pretty well between salary and earnings and sponsorships and stuff. So I think we'll see the age slowly increase. I'm not saying anything crazy. I don't think we're going to see any 40-year-old pros, but I think we will. I think we will see players continue to pursue pro play well into their 20s, and maybe in the future, maybe we even see some 30-year-old pros. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't think age matters. I think talent and speed, learning are the things that make a pro player. I somewhat agree. I do think that we learn a little bit quicker and absorb information a little bit easier when we are young. So if you pick the game up young, I think you have a little bit of an advantage. Like me, I picked the game up when I was 23 or 24. So I'm just probably not going to learn as fast as an 8-year-old picking the game up. You know what I mean? But I think the players that did pick the game up pretty early, let's say Zen, if Zen continues to grind and do his thing, I think Zen can play until he's 25, 27, 29. I guess time will tell. He's got to be interested in it. Reflexes, yeah. A reaction time is a part of the discussion, but I don't think that really has a huge impact until probably mid-30s. is what I would guess. You're right. That's definitely a part of. It's just like physical. It's just human body. It's just nature. You know, our body slows down as we age. But I don't think that really starts to happen until, like I said, late, maybe mid-30s into the 40s. But that's my theory. That's my theory. Now, let me quit yapping and get to the game. We got a 7-4 score line here. FBI looking to settle in. He's only down a few goals. Actually, he's going to bring it back within 2 here. Good outplay there along the left side. Gets a power shot over the top of Rezears. We got 16:25 on the clock. We have almost made it through one complete 5-minute game. Big demo there. Grab himself some space to work with, and he's going to capitalize from it. FBI right back in it, only down 1. Now, the thing to remember, too, these momentum swings are obviously important, but as a player, you have so much time. You have so much time. We saw a match in the West version that I was helping broadcast. I think it was, who was it? It was Skippy versus Wisty. Skippy versus Wisty. This is a nice air dribble from Rezears. He didn't get the greatest takeoff, but a good 50-50 there to close out the air dribble. We'll give him an 8th, so he's back up by 2. And so, yeah, we watched a match between Wisty and Skippy, and the score line early on in the 20-minute match was 12-4. In favor of Wisty, 12-4. And, you know, in a regular 5-minute match, that's a tough mistake there from FBI. Wanted the bump, but actually launched the opponent into the shot. And so in a regular game, you know, a 5-minute match, if you're down 12-4, I mean, oh, nice. A clean beat there, FBI. Spots the delayed kickoff. It's a freebie. Yeah, a regular game 12-4, like you're getting smacked and you know, you've probably already forfeit by that point, right? Well, by the end of the game, the score was like 25-24. You know, Skippy was able to bring it back. He called his timeout. So these long games, it's a lot about your mental fortitude, you know, your composure. Are you capable of dealing with a couple mistakes? You know, maybe your opponent gets a couple free goals that you normally wouldn't give up, and you can't tilt. You know, you got to stay focused. That's an incredible shot from FBI. Holy moly. Turns right up in the corner, slams that home. FBI's got his 8. Great second touch there from FBI. Keeps it safely in the corner. Also allows him to scoop that corner boost. Just going to throw a shot on target. Test Rezears defending as he rotates back. FBI with a big boost advantage. We'll have to back off just a bit. And now Rezears has bought himself time for the midfield boost. FBI wants the aerial play. Reset on the ceiling. Rezears up high. FBI holding on to the dodge. Plays it safe. And will maintain pressure, but only for a moment, actually. Rezears slams that to the other side. Calculated play from both individuals here. Taking their time, setting up the right shot. Rezears has found it here. Reset on the ceiling. Actually never really jumped off, did he? Holds that dodge till the final moment. Wave dash down for the catch. And he's got a 4-goal lead. But I'm going to tell you, that is not safe. We got 14 minutes to play here. Now, I cannot express how much time. I know you see it on the clock here, but This is so incredibly different from your standard games. As long as FBI can stay focused here, this is a small deficit to overcome. Nice. Well worked by FBI. Pulls it from the right side to the left. You can see him kind of crossing over Rezears. Just putting him in an awkward position defensively. He's got his knife. Oh, that's very smart from Rezears. The trip up as well. The trip up was a necessity for that to go in. But Rezears kind of baited towards that boost. You see him point his nose that way and give it a little hesitation. But instead of going to the boost, just plays the ball. Slams a clear into an open net. That's a big 50-50 win. Rezears probably has another here. 14 for Rezears. Ooh. Nice play. Rezears in a close quarters encounter. Comes out on top. He's got his 15th here. FBI really needs to slow this momentum at the very least, and that'll be a great way to start that. He's got his 10th. Rezears a little bit over-ambitious. He's going to be punished. A big part of this, and I've been yapping a lot about some other topics, but a big part of this is Rezears doing a great job on kickoff. You know, he's not always getting kickoff goals necessarily, and he's not even always grabbing possession, but what he is doing is he's making sure that he's got a good solid kickoff that is not putting him in an awkward position straight away. Like what we see here from FBI. Obviously, he makes a save, but now he's stuck on defense. Working with pads while Rezears has a full tank of boost. Rezears going to steal the other corner as well. So FBI's holding on, but these kickoffs are just putting him in tough positions that are, requiring perfect defense. That's much better. And now the script has been flipped. Rezears, the one on pads. And FBI will punish. That's going to be a key here if FBI wants to turn this thing around in the second half of this game. That's a very aggressive turn. I can understand the decision, but it's definitely a risky play. FBI didn't like his chances there on defense. So instead of backing off with low boost, he just decided to turn and go. Hope for the best. Unfortunately, the worst is what occurred. Oh, that's a slam from Rezears. Oh no, why? I don't understand that jump there. FBI just a little bit shaky at the moment. Seems a bit indecisive. Great awareness there from Rezears. Avoids being bumped. FBI missed the midfield boost. Going to have to back off to the corner. It's provided Rezears with so much space. And he's got the flick off there. 20-11. Mind you, there is a 15-point mercy rule. If Rezears is able to go up by 15, then the game is over. Rezears up by 10. Do we see a potential timeout from FBI? Nope. We continue to play. Rezears, 22. And we're seeing FBI watch these replays. And listen, I don't want to be too speculative, but I do think a lot of times that is an indicator of frustration. Let's hope, rather than frustration, let's hope FBI's taking its time to regain, refocus. Just take a moment there after a goal. Maybe take a deep breath or two. Let's cut the deficit down to 10 now. But he's going to have to play extremely clean Rocket League from this point forward. Now, I know it sounds crazy, and I've said it the whole time, but there's loads of time left. He is more than capable of mounting this comeback. No timeouts have been used yet. Rezears spots an opening and slams one home from the sidewall. Another tough kickoff position. FBI and Rezears both diving for that. Rezears is going to be the one to grab the big corner pad. Oh no, not a pogo. FBI gives him a nice shot in the chat. Wow. That's incredible from Rezears. He's up by 12. 3 more goals for Rezears, and we've got ourselves a mercy rule. Could be an opportunity. Rezears, another pogo attempt this time. Not enough power generated. Rezears up by 13. That's a quick turnaround there from FBI. Much better. As he catches Rezears off guard there. 9 minutes left to play. Great recovery off that bump. Now FBI may be able to turn this into a scoring opportunity. Rezears feeling very comfortable with that big lead. Just immediately turning and diving. And, you know, why not? At that point, not too much risk involved. Great flick there from FBI to work it past the opponent. We've got 8:47 on the clock. Not a bad idea there from FBI. Rezears has done well to handle that play, send it away, keep it safely out of his net. And now you expect to see Rezears begin the time management. Or maybe he will just continue to score. All right, we got A timeout has been called. It's going to be a 2-minute timeout. I've got a stopwatch on. I have a watch on that has a stopwatch, excuse me. So I'll be keeping the time here. If FBI can, if he can turn this around, this will be an all-time incredible performance. At the moment, down 12 goals. But the reality is, it's possible. He's got over 8 minutes to rock. And now he's had some time to kind of settle in, size up his opponent. He's wisely taken a timeout here to stop the momentum. Give himself a moment to breathe. Okay. Here we go. We are resuming gameplay. Once again, a better kickoff from FBI. And he's got one right off the back of the timeout. Another favorable kickoff there. As he immediately put Rezears on the back foot. That is an aggressive drive challenge, but I like the game plan here from FBI. Come out of that timeout. Try to build some confidence. Unfortunately for FBI, Rezears, gameplay just a bit too clean today. These zap dashes are incredible from Rezears. It allowed him to keep pressure, but FBI still comes out on top of the encounter. 7:30 to play. Should be another opportunity here. That's a great switch up from FBI. Rezears holds strong on defense. But the attack continues. Oh, what a trip up from Rezears. He's broken himself out of defense. He's got control. Nice and composed. Takes his time. Works underneath the challenge and puts in a 28th goal. Once again, he's back up by 12. Oh, that is another... Okay, this time actually FBI gets away with it. I was about to say that's another opportunity, excuse me, another goal. Almost another goal for Rezears. He will eventually turn it into one. 29-16. Mercy rule is 15 points. And y'all help me because I'm not the greatest at math, but that would be 31-16. Rezears. And FBI actually calls GG's. Not even going to wait for the 15th. And you can understand, you know, the time winding down. Rezears has just continued to play clean Rocket League. Let's see if we can get a little pogo from Rezears. The cooler one. I don't know the names. I don't know the names. What's the one where you... You like, you pogo like back up? Yeah, yeah, he knows, he knows. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh! Beautiful. On command, bro. These guys are so good. On command. Incredible. GG's. We'll run the clock down.